Hello and welcome to another episode of Conan Exiles Beginners Guide 2025 Age of Heroes, and today we are going to be visiting the Unnamed City. So we're back in Sepramo. Now I always like to have an entertainer, mainly her, and we are going to give him a little bit of a boost with an elixir of might, which we learned to use not too long ago. And there you go. That way they have more DPS. Alright, let's get going. Alright, so today we're exploring the Unnamed City right over here. Alright, and that's the Unnamed City, the Red Sands. And we are in Sepramo, heading over there. Two important things about them is the world bosses over there drop fragments of power, which you can use to increase your knowledge points. The other one, it's a few bosses that drop very rare items that we can always use, and the library of knowledge right over here. So we're gonna be cruising around the city. First with the circuit I usually do to collect my fragments of power. We are going to need plenty of food and water. It's going to usually have feasts that last long and also replenish your water, like the Cimmerian feast. And let's see how we do today in this city. It. Let's get off the horsey and meet our first boss. Now I need to get some tears of Conan so my companions do more damage.
Chase!
Good. Keep our shield so that they can.
You don't hurt it! You picked the wrong fight! God, take it!
When he starts shooting, that's when he messes them up. Took care of the boss, I'd like to kill one of the helpers. How about you go and attack that? Now these bosses do not drop keys because they give you this, the fragments of power. We will need about 31 of those, mainly for the last journey, which is Adventurer at level 60. I don't know if it is that. Yes, it's the one. Alright, so this one, the first thing you need to do is make it a level 60. They usually drop some good stuff. This is how I refill my stores. I'll just collect everything they drop. That's why I have the beast of burden. But the decoration we can always get rid of. That was the first boss, the Great White. And then we're gonna go over here to our first dragon as well. I like to have a entertainment always because they all do a certain amount of corruption when they hit you. And there are sections that we are going to visit that are just corruption gas all over the place. An alternative to that, it's also eating the heart of a hero, which will remove the corruption as well. I just prefer to have that instead because the problem is really corruption. In here there are several places where you can kill a mini boss that drops the heart of a hero. One of them being, let's see where I am. Okay, one of them is right over here. There's also one next to the aviary, which we're gonna visit later on. There's one of them. So when you get corruption, there we are, the Unnamed City. So these ones also drop usually one piece of the Silent Legion armor set, which is what they're wearing. We're gonna take care of the ants while they take care of the boss. Alright, so usually a good idea to take the archers first. Aloe potions here.
Like the Cobra Exile!
And there. Okay, so that's the axe. That's the mini boss's aid. Now this is the mini boss, and like you can see, you have a piece of the Silent Legion armor and the heart of a hero, as well as the Cimmerian feast, which I'll show you that we have our food and we have our water. When you get a Cimmerian feast, you feel both. And the heart of a hero removes corruption when you consume it. If you don't have a dancer, that's always what you can do. I usually spend some time getting a T3 dancer at the Cimmerian mounts of that. We're gonna go face the dragons now. These mini dragons drop one horn, which we need for both the dragon armor, the dragon bone armor, and also for our sorcery.
God take you!
So I'm gonna shut them up. There's the horn and the bones. Bug that and non-attack you. Calling these things from afar. Although sometimes they don't see you. But if you're far enough,
God take you!
this is where they stand because there's usually a bad respawn point if you die. Bring them over. This one, the green ones do not have the fire breathing. It's better off to do as many bleeds as you can. I need it.
Curse you!
Okay, that's a big swipe.
God save you!
Try to be right in front of the attacks are not in front of them. And they spin. So they go backwards like that. 360 spin. One way or another. There we were. So we always want to like that. Fragment of power, but there is one back here in a little chest. There you go. So this is the only time when we do this to this dragon, since it doesn't drop a fragment of power. We should have 3, but I believe we only have 2. Yeah. So this is a one-time hit or run kind of boss we hit. Just to start the circuit. There's plenty of undead things around here. Drop a lot of loot. Quite stubborn to try. Okay. Let's see. So I'll just pick everything up, sort it out later. The horse is here just to gain some levels, and because sometimes they chase them, and it gives you a nice out when you're getting into trouble. Here we are.
Curse you!
We're gonna look at the corner and see if we can handle the red mother as it is. In my opinion, she is the hardest boss in this run. Let's see if we can do it as it is. Let's try getting her out of the corruption section. It's gonna make our stamina and our... Oh, she's not coming. Let's see. How about if I get a lot closer? Well, that helped. On that, try to kill it quickly. Oh, bad luck. Yeah. We went in right as the 360 tail swipe started. We're gonna grab all this stuff that we can. We're gonna use arrows. distance.
Take
But that's probably going to risk them a lot more. Run away. Some queuing. This one will give us a fragment of power every single time and several other stuff. Alright, that's the first section. Then we're gonna keep on running up from this section to over here at the aviary where the bad demon bosses.
You don't want to cause trouble.
These people, they all drop a lot of loot that you can always use. You can pick and choose if your cumbers is a problem. That's why I always choose Beast of Burden. You can pick up as much as you want, and for as long as you can have space, it doesn't matter the income.
God, take it!
Okay. Let's see, there's some more over here if I'm not mistaken. No, over here. There it is. Then we're heading towards, I thought we were heading towards the pavement, but on this side, we're gonna have the brute, serpent man brute right up there. He usually drops daggers or gauntlets or a helm, or the one that is best against humans, the predatory blade. So let's hope we get some good goodies. I like the predatory blade and the daggers. Everything else is not really very useful.
You don't want to cause trouble here. God, take it!
Speaking of drops, the red mother drops the helmet of the dragon, which has 5 stars protection on heat and cold. And that's very good for either the mountains or the volcano. That helm
You picked the wrong fight!
covers most, protects you from heat and cold, and you can
You don't want to
survive
cause
both
trouble.
of them,
Curse you!
which is not and that helm and you should be fine. The helm looks just like the helm that this one drops, so you have to be careful. This is the same helm that looks like the helm from the reptile set. Okay. Next is one of the giant kings, just right over here. Right over there. I don't know if you see him. Can we see him? Yep, we can see him. It's right there. That's the one. That's where we're going. So. Also, this is a very good place just to come and kill undead things. That give you a lot of experience. So you can always come level up yourself and your foes by killing some other things, not necessarily the war bosses you can't. There is nowhere to put a bedroll around here, so you have to be making sure that you can take care of these bosses in the map. Now, over here there is the boss, and there will be 4 ads, 2 that are here and 2 that come afterwards. Resource when you have lots of it for ichor. Put it in your fluid press and you'll get ichor out of it. Now we don't want any of that right now because it's just heavy. Now there's these little chests over here. You can always check. They respawn every 30 minutes. Now, the library of esoteric knowledge, where you can use this, you're going to need about 30 of these fragments of power. Where are they? Did I lose them, or do I just have too much stuff? There it is. Alright, so this one's the fragment of power, so you can always, we're going to stop by there. You need 31 once you're level 60, and I'll tell you why I'm level 60. When you unlock the adventurer, it's gonna ask you to consume 1 fragment of power. And to visit the library of esoteric knowledge. So that's 1 for that quest, and you are going to need 30 to buy all the recipes that go from here. Okay, so we're gonna get this. You also have to attune to one of the obelisks, which would be this one right out of the gate. We will do that later when we follow the adventurer's quest line. But for the sake of already being here, this is the library of esoteric knowledge. That's the archivist, and in here you can learn the map room, which is a slightly smaller version of this. Let me see here. And if you see over here, when you're coming down the stairs to the right of the archivist, there is this press E to interact, which is where you can purchase the 30 recipes. It used to be that they were random and you didn't know what you got until you got them all. But nowadays, once you get one scroll, you don't get it again. So you can just use 30 of them instead of just collecting fragments of power continuously and then just not knowing what you were gonna get or if you were gonna get repeats.
Do not be afraid, bonded one. I am just a shadow, a whisper of what once was. Before the fall, when this kingdom raised knighted pillars of black stone to the sky, I was called the Archivist.
Well, we're not gonna talk to you right now. We just want to learn the cartographer, which means you can now place a
Every new learning
map home similar to this one, and whatever obelisks you have activated or attuned to, you can just click on them, interact with the pillar to that, and go for it. Now we need water, which means we need our feast. There you go. We're gonna get 2 of them. Because the feast also fill up your water. So you get your food and your water on one. We're still getting corruption. On that journey, it's going to ask you after you spend a fragment of power and talk to the archivist. It's going to ask you to attune to an obelisk. The easiest one is this one, right out of the gate. And you will see that on the future chapter 60. These are the pits then, right behind these walls where we were with the boss. So now we're gonna come down here. And we're going to visit another one of the giant king, the undead kings. This is also a good place to get a lot of seeds and flowers. And lotus flowers of all sorts. Especially the gray ones, which don't grow anywhere. You can only plant them or get them from certain difficult caverns and dungeons. But if some of these undead drop it, it's a lot easier to get there. A lot of these ones here, so it's always good to pull them out far away from what's accumulated. Have enough ammo, even better. Just do it from a distance. Too many, too close. used. There we go, this is our second level. 10 minutes. Wait for the horse. That's always a nice distraction. I want to have them all interact and combo work together every time. No time they took care of all of this. And now we have to take care of the big boss, the giant, another giant king here. Let's find the treasure that he's guarding. Whatever it may be.
Don't make me hurt. You picked the wrong fight.
We do our best to do it.
Die! Curse you!
He is beating the Jesus out of it.
Taste death! Taste death!
Fortunately, the undead things cannot be bled, so we'll use unbreathing attacks.
God take you!
There we go, another fragment of power. And we have a weapon. Sword of Crum. Okay, this is a great sword for players, not for your thralls. Blade of the Seven Wings. If you have a thrall that is very high on agility, it's a very good one because it has armor penetration 100%. It only does 33 damage, but it always does 33 damage because it has 100% armor penetration. Now from here, we're gonna keep on going to the next boss, which is the Bat Demon boss. Now he has a very small chance of throwing or dropping a javelin, a throwing weapon called the Riptide. What is important about that Riptide is that it is a underwater breathing weapon, so when you wield it underwater, you do not need to breathe. From
God
air,
take you!
it doesn't slow down, but it allows you to stay in water indefinitely for as long as you have it. Hope we get there's a 360 that apparently all the bosses do. There's some treasure over here. Okay, we did not get the Riptide, we just got some boots. Well, you see all that corruption? That's why I always take my dancer with me. And then we rinse and repeat the process. From here, the next one again, it should be up, is the Red Mother. We're gonna fight her one more time. And that will be that for this video. Let's to the Unnamed City. That is a dungeon right there. I've never been to. Or at least not yet. Concentrated aloe. That's great. And we have more of the healing wraps. So we're going to be doing that. Let's see. Can I make you get healed so that we're not in the corruption? Come on, bro. Get out of the comfort zone. Enough ammo, you can just kill her from here then. There you go. Let's have the guns come back. And do your thing. Now there's fire. Nope. Yep, there's the damn 360 that gets me killed. Entirely after us. I don't know what the lancer was left. Well, she's after us now. We are gonna dead soon. What the heck's the noise here? We're dead. We are screwed. Come on, Dancer. You can do it. There you go, she did. Oh, now the Lancia comes out. Alright. I guess we don't get no reward for running around. Oh, there it is. Alright. Alrighty. And that was pretty much. So we got the archives, we got the slave pits, we got the. Where does this go? This is the spawning pools and the aviary. All those are the bosses. So now we're going to leave this city for now. Right up here. Now that's where the first boss was. And that was the Unnamed City, which gave us quite a scare here on the last part. But there we go. Now we are over here at the Sepramaru. This is the exit that leads to Sepramaru. Dancer just tanking away. Alright. That's our way out. And that, my colleagues, was, I should say. What happened to the base that was up here? It's now gone. Uh-oh, somebody's no longer playing. Now isn't this a sight? Guess they haven't been here in a long time, huh? That was the Unnamed City and the circuit I make to get our fragments of power. You need 30 of them, once again. 1 for consumption and 30 for all the scrolls in the esoteric knowledge library. I'm just gonna head back to my base and we will see you later. That's the base. Goodbye.